I think the comment was passed in before we started, and this is the first time in the association's history when we've had public servants and public hospital employees together trying to get a dollar from the Health Commission and the Public Service Board, and I believe this hospital assistant grade 2 will be firemen, cleaners, hospital, laundry men, outdoor detectives, and every single classification that brings us through to the public hospital. All those in favour of accepting the offer as it stands, put your hands up, please. Those people who are against it. I'll have to declare it carried, ladies and gentlemen.
So are ours. The late shifts have got to go there.
They've got to travel 2 hours on a bus.
Got to go 2 hours. Each hospital, there is still some democracy left in the system.
There's no left in our hospital.
That's your hospital.
4 hour stop out.
Okay,
So
fine.
the early shifts are agreed for 4 hour stop out. The late
What's the
shifts
difference
have
when
got
the
to
work
go
is
out of
done?
Don't
What is made is do the work. What's the
and they
difference?
got in the school
Okay,
and done
right.
everything
Okay.
ahead of time.
We played it according to the rules since December 79. We didn't get anywhere. Every avenue we went up was a dead end. We had to get outside the rules and become very militant to get a hearing and get a reasonable salary.
If the public will post at post offices instead of posting in street posting boxes, will assist us considerably to get it back more quickly.
How does that help?
It means that we'll get a mail processed at the post offices instead of all coming raw to the mail centre, and it will certainly help us considerably in getting it back to normal.
Well, how long after these bans are lifted do we have to keep that in mind before everything gets back into shape?
Well, at least until the weekend, Ray. Perhaps, hopefully, we should get back to fairly good shape by the weekend, certainly by Monday of next week. So for the rest of this week, we'd like them to observe that if they possibly can help us there.
The reaction to TAA's withdrawal certainly has come thick and fast. Besides the anger shown by the business community, Newcastle City Council has had its say as well. At a special meeting called last night, the council was asked by the Lord Mayor, Alderman Joy Cummings, to urge TAA to reconsider its decision, and the council adopted that recommendation unanimously. Full points to council for trying, but I don't believe TAA is going to change its mind. Another organisation very angry about the decision is the Hunter Valley Tourist Association.
It's going to have quite a dramatic effect actually in relation to our marketing of the Hunter interstate. Certainly some of our future plans in promoting the Hunter, because the Hunter really is emerging as one of the top 6 destinations in Australia, and we had quite considerable plans for the future.
Not as good as what people think it is, although we've had good rain, good rain in this last month, just the right sort of a rain, not too much and not too little. And things are growing quite well now. There's not an overabundance of feed. And so if we get 3 or 4 weeks of dry weather, then people will be starting to look for hay out of their sheds. But of course there's no hay or very little hay in the sheds. And so if it does stay dry, and of course we're going into the driest time of the year, then we're not going to have a lot of feed around. And so the situation isn't really all that good.
Can you see another dry period this summer like last year?
Well, you never know what's going to happen, but we're hoping that we're over the drought of the last 2 years.
It is known that Newcastle developers have carried out a number of feasibility studies on the store's site. Alternatives considered include squash courts, a club, a motel and even townhouses. But I'm told that in each case the sums just didn't work out at the price being asked for the store.
We have $381,000 in projected figures, which includes grants from government instruments. We have a grant of $100,000 from council. We're looking for a shortfall of between $150,000 and $200,000. Today, we've received our first cheque from an appeal launched by the Mayor to major industry in our area. We have a cheque of $10,000 from the Howard Smith Group, and we are confident that the bigger industry in the area will come to the aid of the party so that we can get into the project, call for our design and construct early next year and commence our constructions towards the end of next year.
Thought that it would be a good idea to try to put you completely, or really the first of the institutions to take up that. It said, we don't want to complete. It said Wollongong have set up is the one without knowing what you're doing, without being able to